What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, and this is MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spinoff Series Thursdays. Yeah! What's up, everybody? This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, your host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and this week's sponsorship is from Newsly. Newsly is a all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up web articles about the most trending topics on the web at any given moment and read them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time in ever on the internet, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. Browse articles from topic you choose, start playing, start scrolling, and start listening. You can follow any topic as you specifically as you like, from sports, science, to Bitcoin, even to the Kardashians. It will find you on the latest article and you read them to you out loud. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 50 countries. Our podcast, MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, is on there as well. Yes, it is. Shout out to Newsly for that. I started using it as my default podcast app. Download and use Newsly for free from www.newsly.me or from the link in the description. Use the promo code MrGentleman that I will also put in the description and receive 1 month free premium subscription. So you already know, y'all, download Newsly now. Check it out. Support them, y'all. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, your host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and enjoy the show. You are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents The Old School Show with Ken, aka MrGentleman,
and the star Roddy, where we talk anything old school.
True. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, 1/4 of the Premier Boys Podcast, and your host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And welcome to another new episode of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents The Old School Show, a part of Spinoff Series Thursdays. Hope all is well. And I just want to say that I know the schedule for MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast has been really weird lately. And I know because I got 2 spin-off shows on a Sunday within the last 2 weeks. Last week was Date They Talk, and this week was The Old School Show. Honestly, that happened because I haven't had season 7 together in terms of, guests falling out and stuff like that. But don't worry, we will be back and resume back to a normal schedule starting next week, where main series will be back on Sundays and spin-off series Thursday show will be back on Thursdays. So, yeah, this is just a temporary thing, and thank y'all for continuing to listen and understanding what's going on. So for that, thank you. And today's episode of The Old School Show, the special Sunday episode of The Old School Show, myself and the star Roddy, we got our second volume of the highlight. If y'all remember volume 1, we highlight Michael Jackson and everything that he did. But since, this person got a new album out, he been doing a lot of stuff lately. He just got the key to the city. We're going to talk about Diddy and the Bad Boy family. And talk about everything that they did from the 90s to early 2010. And y'all already know what to do. Sit back, relax, and I'll be right back.
Hi, this is Marsha, and you're listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, and I am the host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. On MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, we interview many guests about their life journey, pretty much where they come from and where they at now. Also promoting their brands or whatever they're doing at the time they come on the show. We also have the host talk about personal stories about himself and everything that he's been through. And also we have fun conversation about anything music, anything old school, relationships, wrestling, and many more. And y'all can tune in to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays at 12 a.m. We are also on every Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Spinoff Series Thursdays, where we have all of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spinoff Series all in one day, where we have a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. The Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursdays at 12 a.m. And y'all can tune in to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, The Pods, and many more. Or y'all can check it out on the official website of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, and tune in every Sundays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. for MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to this commercial break of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Cheer!
This is the star Roddy, and you are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Yes, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And welcome to another new episode of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents the Old School Show, a part of Spinoff Series Thursdays. And of course, I got my co-host. We got the bro, the star Roddy in the building. Welcome to the Old School Show.
Yeah. It's the Old School Show where we talk anything old school.
There you go. There you go. But first, how you been, Roddy? Cause it's been a while since we did an episode. You know, it's been a lot of delays and stuff, you know, with the shows and stuff like that. But how you been? Let's know how you been.
I've been good. I've just been having a hot boy summer, you know, being outside. Now that it's fall, I'm trying to slow down, in the words of Bobby V, and, you know, just chill back and relax and look forward to the fall and it getting warmer, colder, you know. Had a good summer.
Yeah, that's good. That's all that matters. So you already know. So today's episode of the Old School Show, y'all remember the highlight? Where the first episode we did of the highlight, we did the Michael Jackson episode. So now we got Volume 2, and the second Volume 2 highlight, we got the Bad Boy family. You know, Diddy and all them. So my first question, how you feel about Bad Boy as a whole?
I was a fan of Bad Boy during my time. The whole tenure, man. Over here, I was dancing to all their stuff, singing to all their slow jams. I loved it.
Yeah, I got to hold you. Bad Boy was one of my favorite record label as well. You got a lot of dope artists on there. A lot of people that I love is on Bad Boy, basically. Like I said, next to Rockefeller, Bad Boy was like my second favorite record label ever.
Wow.
Especially during this time. Yeah, during this time. So before we dive in more into Bad Boy, we're gonna talk about a little about this because this is the Old School Show, but since it's about this artist related to it, we're gonna talk about it. Have you heard the Love album by Diddy?
Yes, I did.
How you feel about it?
It was a nice listen, my boy. I got a couple songs I already downloaded to my tube, and I am fired up.
Mm.
It's
So
bringing back the old feel of R&B, the old
yeah.
feel of that we was missing all these years, you know?
Mm. That's a fact. I can hold you. I felt the same exact way when I heard it. I can hold you when I heard it. I was hyped to hear this album. I was more curious, but I wasn't sure. But when I heard it, I was like, "Yo, this album was way better than I expected." I liked it. I liked the album as a whole. The album as a whole is really good. I agree with you. It did bring back that R&B feeling. Of course, I had one minor issue, but not even a big issue. I just wish to have more old school R&B artists on this though. That's my only wish. But other than that,
That don't really bother me
yeah,
because other people are already gonna use them.
yeah, no. I was saying like certain artists that was on this album, I felt like it should have been replaced with somebody older. Let's just say, but
And you want to hear what John B and
yeah,
Ace and them.
Like Faith, yeah, like Faith and like Faith, or maybe
like Faith and
yeah, or Carl Thomas and stuff like that. You know, instead of hearing Jeremiah or hearing Jacquees, even though I like the Jacquees song though, but I would rather hear somebody, more better than that. But other than that, this was a good album overall for me. I'm gonna do a full review on the conversation about music episode because we got an episode coming up on that. Multiple albums to go review. But before we continue, what was your favorite song off the album though?
I had so much. I already downloaded like a good 9.
So give me your 3 to 5. 3 to 5.
Love is definitely one of them.
Okay.
Another one of me. Mind Your Business. Pick Up. I like the Pick Up. And I had a thing for Boy My Love.
Nice. I know for me, I agree with Love What's Love. I liked it What's Love. I liked it the Mary track. I liked the Mary track that's on there. I liked the Swing. I liked the Tough Love Swing Lee track. Liked that one. I liked the Moments with Justin Bieber. And I agree with The Weeknd, French Montana, and 21 Savage track. I like that one too. I actually like a lot of songs off this album though, but those like the 5. Also Pick Up. I agree with Pick Up as well. And I liked the Kim Porter track too, with Babyface and John Legend.
I didn't like it that much, but I get it was more of a tribute track.
Yeah. But overall, this was a good album overall. Shout out to Diddy on this one.
Oh my gosh, yes he did. He definitely did his real thing on this. Like I'm surprised that he didn't put his son on that.
Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, also I liked the Stay Part 1 too. I forgot about that one. Stay Part 1, Jodeci 1 too. But with KC I should say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's another one too. But I do got a feeling it's gonna be a part 2 to this album. Probably a remix version of this album. Like reinvented the remix. I think it might be.
I believe so. Knowing who Diddy is, he's gonna find a way to make this masterpiece go on. Yeah. Like I have a feeling that he might try to drop this again next year in some form.
I agree. Alright, so now before we dive into the roster of Bad Boy, let's get a little history. Let's talk about the beginnings. Let's talk about the beginning of Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs, aka Sean Love Combs. I can't believe that name now. Alright, so
aka Puff Daddy,
Diddy, all that good stuff. You ain't know. So as y'all know, he was on Uptown Records as an intern, a talent director intern on Uptown Records. After he climbing from the non-paid internship to become an A&R at Uptown Records, he got fired by Andre Harrell in 1993, and he founded his own label, Bad Boy Records, later that year. The first label release was Flavor in Your Ear, Craig Mack, followed by his debut album, Project Funk the World in 1994.
Wow.
On the heel of the release, Juicy and Ready to Die was the lead single of Biggie Notorious B.I.G. album. Released on that same year. Well, Mac album went gold. Ready to Die went multi-platinum, dominating the charts in 1995. Notorious B.I.G. became one of the gender biggest names of the day and Bad Boy premier stars. Also in 1995, the label continued the success with platinum releases by Total and Faith Evans. Bad Boy, meanwhile, staffed a variety of in-house writers and producers, including Easy Mo B, Chucky Thompson, and D-Dot, all of them who were instrumental in producing many Bad Boy tracks to this day.
Also, Stevie J of the Hitman.
Yep, Stevie J and Hitman. It's a whole list. The thing about I was looking at the Hitman, it's a whole list on the Hitman.
I didn't know that. I didn't know the Hitman was more than 3 guys.
Son. So this is the part where we're gonna dive into past. First, we're gonna talk about the Hitman first. Since you mentioned the Hitman, we're gonna talk about the Hitman. And here's who was the past. Who was in the past for Hitman?
Mm-hmm.
We got Andretto Fantasia Herb, Anthony Dent, Jack Knight, Easy Mo B, Kelly Price, Rob Holiday, Chucky D, who deceased, Andre Affer, Jess West, Craig Tucker, Easy EP, Corey Harper,
I'll be ready.
Eric Motless, and Prince Charles Alexander.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. But mind you, this is people who not in it no more.
Oh, like they probably came over the years. They probably
yeah.
Got it. Go on.
This is over the years. This is who is still active now. So of course we got Sean Combs. This next name I'm shocked about because I thought he left. Ryan Leslie is still on the Hitman.
I didn't even know he was part of the Hitman.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew he was. I thought he wasn't a part of it no more. Now this next name I'm shocked about. Kanye West is in the Hitman.
You lying.
I am not lying. He is on
When did Kanye West join the Hitman?
They said August 20th, 2015. He was a part of the current roster.
I gotta look online and see what the hell he produced.
Same here. I'm shocked. I mean,
I don't even know about what he did for Bad Boy. But go on.
Me either. I'm just as shocked as you are, son.
Go on.
Of course, the next name is not shocking. Mario Yellowman Rhinans.
We know that.
Derek D. Dot is through there. Ron A. Roth Lewis. Rashid Smith. Richard Lloyd, Young Lloyd Preston. Devin Prestige Burnpool. Carlos Berlin. Sean C. LV. Joe Hooker. I know who Joe Hooker is. Tony Dude Fat. Craig Tucker. Stevie J.
We all know Stevie J.
Yeah. You Yogurt. J Dub. And Naheem Maverick. Those are the current roster. And they started in 1983 and still going on to this day. The present.
So let me ask you this. So the Hitman is a mixture of writers, producers, and vocalists? Because you have background vocalists in there as well.
I guess so, yeah. I think so. Yeah.
So it's a collective of everything at once.
Producers. Everything. Yeah, not just producers, yeah. I think it's also,
because in my mind, when I thought about the Hitman over the years, I kept hearing the Hitman. I'm like, okay, these are the producers but I didn't know it was more than that. Okay, go on.
Yeah, me either. I thought it was just producers as well. So, like I said, the old school show, we learn something every day. So now we're going to talk about the former people on Bad Boy, who used to be on Bad Boy. So we go down the list.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, so first we got Craig Mack, deceased. He was in Bad Boy 1983 to 1985. Notorious B.I.G. also deceased 1983 to 1997. Faith Evans 1994 to 2004. Total 1994 to 2000. 112 1985 to 2005.
Wow.
Mace, 1996 to 2010. Tamron Tartress, 96 to 2000. I do not know who that is. Mario Winans, as an artist, 2001 to 2008. The Locks, 96 to 99. Black Rob, Deceits, 96 to 2010. Jordan McCool. They don't say no list how long. McCool, yeah. Carl Thomas, Carl Thomas, 97, 2005. Shine, 1998 to 2001. Dream. If you remember the pop girl group that he had, Dream, they had that one song, Love You Not. Yeah. G Dep, Incarcerated, 1989 to 2005. Loon, 2001 to 2006. The Band, 2002 to 2004. Fuzz Bubble? I had no idea who that. I think that's a rock band. They had a rock band on Bad Boys. I had no idea who they are. Bad Boy MJG, 2002 to 2008. Foxy Brown, 2002 to 2004.
What does she have on there? What the hell?
I know she would feature on people's stuff. I don't think she had an album on Bad Boy. I'm not sure about that.
Okay, got it.
I know she would feature on a couple. I know she featured on Mario Ryan's song and a couple of people's songs. I know that for a fact. Boys in the Hood, 2004 to 2008. If you remember Boys in the Hood, that's with Jeezy and Gorilla Zoe, Joey Breeze and them. They had that song.
We Them Boys.
Yeah.
Them Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. There you go.
Look at that song. Go
on. Sherry Dennis, 2000 to 2009. Kalina Harper, or AKA 1/3 of Dirty Money. New Edition, 2003 to 2006. Red Cafe. B5, 2004 to 2008. Young Jock, 2004 to 2009. Dirty Money. Gorilla Zoe. Danny Kane. King Loaf. Day 26. Elephant Man. I forgot this was a thing. I forgot Elephant Man was on Bad Boy. I really forgot he was on Bad Boy. 2006 to 2009. Donnie Klein. 2006 to 2008. Cassie. 2006 to 2021. Pitbull. I did not know this was a thing. Pitbull was on Bad Boy. 2006 to 2007. Brandon Evans.
Was that the first album?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was the first album. I believe it was the first album. I didn't know Pitbull was on Bad Boy. This is new to me.
He must have got dropped real fast because his Pitbull prime was like 2008 and up.
Basically, yeah, pretty much.
Go on, though.
All right, Brandon Evans, 2010 to 2012. I do not know who that is. And this one, I did not know he left Bad Boy. Prince Montana, 2012 to 2022.
You lying.
Yep, I did not know he left Bad Boy. So I still seeing that is new to me. And here is the current roster of Bad Boys. Of course, Puffy Combs, founder 1983, had 5 albums of Bad Boys. Janelle Monáe, 2008, 3 albums of Bad Boy. I didn't even know she was doing Bad Boy. Machine Gun Kelly, 2011, 6 albums on Bad Boy. He's doing Bad Boy, by the way. King Combs, 2 albums on Bad Boy, came out in 2016. And Quincy also was added in 2016. He dude had not debuted an album yet.
My boy Quincy, I gotta look for his songs. I want to see if he got talent.
No, I mean I heard Quincy songs. Quincy could sing. But I think Quincy's more focused on his acting though. He as you know, he's more bigger on the acting though. I don't think he focuses on the music like that. And I don't blame him. If you killing it, if you get acting money, then why focus on the music?
No, I get it. Like
Yeah.
being on shows and being in movies gives you more money up front.
Yeah.
And we've seen that with a lot of people. Go on.
Yeah, definitely. So that's the roster right there. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna dive into some of the era for Bad Boy from '94 to 2010. And like I said, if you haven't heard the full project, you could just say, you don't have to say like the full thing. I could ask you a question. Then we did with the R&B scene. I'm gonna name the singles. I'm gonna name if it been platinum or not, and I'm gonna name Billboard's position.
Mm-hmm.
So are you ready, Roddy? Are you ready?
Yes, let's do this.
All right, so we're gonna start with 1994, and the first two albums on 1994 were Craig Back, Project Funk the World, that was released on September 20th, 1984. Have you heard Craig Back album?
No, I haven't.
So the two singles on Craig Mack album was Flavor Your Ear, of course, and Get Down. I didn't hear Craig Mack album as well. I might have to start listening to it. Back in the day, I didn't listen to full albums like that, but I think I might have to start. So, of course, Flavor the Ear, of course. I love that song. So this album went gold. And his Billboard position was 21 on the top 200 Billboard charts. 21.
Oh wow!
So next album that also was released in 1984 was the Notorious B.I.G. first album, Ready to Die, that came out on September 13th, 1994. How you feel about this album?
I listened to it, but wasn't my best Biggie album. This other one was better for me.
Yeah, I agree. I liked this album. I mean, I heard the album later. I liked some songs off the album. I mean, I enjoy some of the songs that was off this album. So let's So what was your favorite song off this album?
Of course, Juicy and Big Papa.
Nice. For me, so my favorite song, because I think I got more favorite songs off this album as an album cuts too. I mean, of course, Warning, of course, Big Papa. I agree with Big Papa, and One More Chance, and Give Me the Loop, Yeah. So the singles of this album, it has 4 singles off this album. Of course, Juicy, Big Papa, Warning, and One More Chance. This album was 6-time platinum, and the highest Billboard charts were number 15 on the top 200 Billboard charts.
Oh wow!
So now we're gonna dive into 1995, and the only album that was released for Bad Boy in 1995 was Faith Evans' first album called Faith, which was released on August 29th, 1995. Have you heard this album?
No, I haven't heard this album. I just know about the single.
Yeah, I heard this album later. It was a pretty cool album. It was a good debut album. Yeah, Faith. I liked her debut album. Of course, the songs I love about this album, of course, is You Used to Love Me and Soon As I Get Home. Basically, the singles, basically.
I only know the singles.
So the singles of this album was You Used to Love Me, I Remember Your Way, Soon As I Get Home, Ain't Nobody, and Come Over.
Oh, I don't know Come Over.
I don't remember that song either. I don't remember it. This album went on platinum, and the highest Billboard chart was number 2 on the top 200.
Wow.
Yeah. Next we got Total, with self-titled, that was released on January 30th, 1996. The singles of this album were No One Else, Kissing You, and When Boy Meet Girl. Have you heard this album as a full?
So So the song that they came out with "Can't You See" wasn't from this one.
Nah, I think this probably was. Hold on, let's see. I know this today. That probably was the second album, but yeah. It was a single though. That's weird. Oh, it was a single. It didn't list like a single. That's weird. Okay, it is a single. Yeah, Can't You See also on this album.
So that's the only song I like from them on this album.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Can't You See and also Kissing You. Yeah, Wikipedia. Yeah, y'all gotta get your information right. So this album went platinum, and the highest on Billboard was number 23 on the top 200 Billboard charts. Next is 112 first album, self-titled, that came out in August 27th, 1996. Have you heard 112 first album?
I heard it.
You did? What you think about it?
They got a couple joints on there. I don't really bangs with the album cuts at all, but more the singles.
Yeah, I heard their first album later, and I enjoyed it. I agree with you. I do like the singles way more than the album cuts. But yeah, I like the 112 first album. It was a really dope piece of work. Yeah, they had a good debut album as well. Singles off this album was "Come See." Hold on. Let me make sure. Alright, so the single off the album was "Only You," then "Only You," the Bad Boy remix, then "Come See Me," and "Cupid."
And I like all the singles. "Only You," "Come See Me," "Cupid."
I do too. So this album was 2-time platinum, and their chart position was number 37 on the top 200 Billboard charts. So next we got Notorious B.I.G. "Life After Death," which was released on March 25th, 1997. So I know you say you love this album, so talk your piece, Roddy.
Oh man, this "Life After Death" album is a masterpiece. I tell you, man, for a grand body of work, so much songs. Like this right here made him a definite master of the game. Like you put a double album, 24 tracks. You can listen to it from front to back. I mean, I may have skipped maybe not too many songs, but a couple of songs here and there. But it's just an album you can't deny. And I can tell you that, like, a lot of the tracks you can listen to over and over and over, and it's one of them albums you can play anytime. And the single, the album cuts,
yeah,
not just the singles, and people will sing along.
That's a fact. I agree. This album was really fire, man. This was a really amazing album. I love a lot of songs off this album, and it's hard to pick all my favorites because I love a lot of songs. But if I had to pick my favorites, Hypnotize, of course. More Money, More Problems. No Limit. Sky the Limit.
Sky's the limit for sure.
Yep. Nasty Boy. 10 Crack Commandments. And Going Back to Cali.
Of course.
Going back to Cali. And also Notorious Thug with Both Thugs in Harmony.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite, Roddy?
What? I'll be here all day. But definitely Hypnotize. Definitely Effing You Tonight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one too. Yeah.
Definitely More Money, More Problems. Definitely What's Beef. Definitely I Got a Story to Tell. Definitely Notorious Thugs.
I forgot about story. I forgot I Got a Story to Tell.
It's so much song, trust me, I know.
It is so much song, man. This was a legendary album, man. So the
10 Crack Commandments.
Yeah, yep. Yep.
Nasty Boy.
This album is something else, man. Gee Louise.
Sky's the limit.
For real. Now,
sometimes you're nobody until somebody kill you. Sometimes.
Yeah. I gotta listen to the album again now, so you make me want to listen to the album again. Talking about this album, man, because
if you're in a road trip, this gotta be in your player.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Will you say this is one of the top 10 albums of all time for rap?
Of all time, yes, rap? I can say that.
I agree.
Not look no type of no feel no judgment. Yes, I can.
No, I agree. No, I agree with you. This is like a masterpiece right here, man. I agree. This is definitely top 10.
And when they run this stuff in the club, you either dance, you sing along. You're not. You hear these songs in the club, people, or anywhere. You're not just standing there.
Not a fact.
You're doing one or the other. You're either singing along or you're dancing, because Nasty Boy got a little beat, Hypnotize got a little beat, Mo Money got Problems got a little beat. So you're gonna be doing one or the other.
Yep. And this was a big thank you for this masterpiece, man. This is an amazing album. Alright, so let's talk about the singles. So of course the singles are Hypnotize, More Money, More Problems, and Sky's the Limit. There's only 3 singles off this album. So Certified, 11-time platinum, aka it went diamond. And of course this album on the Billboard went to number 1. And it's well deserved too. Well deserved. So yeah. So also happened in '97 was Puff Daddy and the Family, No Way Out. That was released on July 1st, 1987. How you feel about this album?
Man, we ran this album when we was little, man. This album was something. It was a piece of work. It was nice.
Yeah, this was a good album. Yeah, I heard this album when I was younger, and I heard this like as an adult. So this album was a really fire album too, and I love this album as well. This is a really dope album. And yeah, what was your favorite song off this album?
Can't Stop What You're Doing. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. It's all about the Benjamins, of course. There's another song that he did with Jay. Can't remember the song.
Young G's?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But like, a lot of these, like this album, you can still play it front to back for the most part. If you're in a car with people, I might not like every song, but somebody next to me.
Yeah. For me, songs that I like is All About the Benjamins, Missing You. What else? Been Around the World, Victory, and Been Around the World remix with Carl Thomas on it.
It's crazy. I like Been Around the World remix with Carl Thomas, but that wasn't on the album. That was just a.
Was it? Yeah.
That was a secondary single. Like it was a remix single.
Yeah, it was. Because I'm looking at it. I look at the list now, and they got 2 Been Around the World on the album, but one it said radio mix and one said regular, and it's no mention of Carl Thomas on it. It's weird. Yeah. Also,
it was hard to find that.
Yeah. Also, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down too. I don't want to take my time. Can't nobody hold me down. Yeah. The singles off this album: Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, I Be Missing You, All About the Benjamins, Been Around the World, and Victory.
This album brought back so many memories, yo.
Yeah, I agree. It really have, though. It really have. So that album was 7-time platinum, and the position chart it went to number 1 on the Billboard on the top 200.
The thing about this album, though, the I'll Be Missing You song, tribute song, was on the charts for so long.
It was, yeah, it was. Remember we spoke about this on an early episode of Old School Show. that this would I'll be mentioning with one of the songs on the chart. I did that, and I believe All About the Benjamin too. I think was also on the chart for a minute as well. So yeah.
So it was like when that song dropped, that album just went crazy just from that single.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And we was all missing Biggie at the time anyway.
Yeah, true. So the last album that we're gonna mention in 1997 is Mace Harlem World. That was released on October 28th, 1997. Have you heard this album as a full?
I have not heard the whole album.
I feel like I heard certain songs off this album cuts, but not as fully full. But I do like all the singles off this album. So the singles off this album is Feel So Good, What You Want, 24 to Life, and Looking at Me. And I literally like all the singles off this album. This album went 4-time platinum and went to number 1 on the top 200 Billboard charts. So now we're going to dive into 1998. And the first album we got for 1998 is The Lox, Money, Power, and Respect. That was released on January 28th, 1998. Have you heard The Lox album in full?
I have not heard the album. I'm a fan of the singles though.
I didn't hear the album in full either. But I'm feel like this is one of those albums that I'm gonna need to check it out in full now. I definitely didn't hear this album in full on growing up at all. So the singles we got off this album is We Always Love Big Papa. Yeah, of course. If You Think I'm Jiggy, and Money, Power, Respect.
I like If You Think I'm Jiggy really bad, and Money, Power, Respect really badly.
Yeah. And this album went platinum, and the highest went to number 3 on the top 200 Billboard charts. Also on 1998, Faith album released her second album, Keep the Faith. That was released on October 28th, 1998. Have you heard this album in full, or you know about the singles?
I've heard the album. This one's kind of a dope album.
Yeah, I definitely heard this album too. I heard this album later in life, and I liked this album as well. Do you have any favorite songs off this album?
Yeah, All Night Long. There's a song called Anything You Need. Lately, Never Let You Go. And Love Like This.
I actually agree with all yours. Anything You Need, Never Let You Go, Let Me Go to Let You Go, All Night Long, Love Like This. I agree with you.
I think I remember listening to this because I was going on a trip with somebody and they had it in their CD player. Then that's how I listened to it.
I remember one time, I think probably a couple years back, I was just on a Faith Rampage. I was listening to catching up on all Faith albums. I was on a rampage listening to all her albums. And
wow.
Yeah, that was like a couple. I know it definitely was pre-pandemic though, but yeah, I was definitely on a Faith Rampage. I listened to a whole lot of Faith albums. I think it was only one Faith album that I listened to when it came out, but I don't think we're going to talk about that era though. But the singles off this album is Love Like This, All Night Long, Never Gonna Let You Go, and Lately I. And this album went platinum, and the highest is chart on the Billboard was number 6 on the top 200 Billboard charts.
You know what I realized?
Yeah.
Back in the day, a lot of people bought out 3 to 4 singles if they could.
Yeah.
And that formula worked.
It did.
Because you had a variety of songs. Like, at one point, you were going to like a single, even if it wasn't the debut single.
I agree.
Go on, though.
I agree. Alright, so also in 1998, Total released their second album, well, Kimmy, Keisha, and Pam, that released on November 3rd, 1998. You didn't hear this whole album, right?
I definitely didn't hear their whole album.
Me either. I didn't either. The singles on this album is Trippin', sitting home, and I'm tired. The album went gold, and the highest it went to was number 36 on the Billboard charts. Next, we got.
What About Us was also on the album, even though it wasn't a single because it was from Soul Food.
Oh, for who? For
Total.
Total.
What About Us with Timbaland?
Nah, it was a single.
Hmm?
No, it was a single.
Oh, okay.
It was on the album though, but it was a single.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing I look at it, I see a remix. A remix is on the album. I don't see the original though.
Oh, really? I thought the original was. Okay.
Yeah,
I just remember that song real good.
Yeah, with Black Rob. Unless it was on like a collaboration album. But we will get to the Bad Boy collaboration album too. We'll do that too. And then last album that was released in 1998 was 112, Rome 112. That was released on November 10th, 1998. Have you heard this album?
I actually heard it. I actually did hear it. It wasn't my. The album cuts wasn't. I wasn't drawn to all the album cuts. I was drawn to like maybe a few.
Yeah, I heard this album as well. This was a cool album. This was my favorite 112 album. We will get to my favorite 112 album, but this was a cool album. I liked some album cuts. I liked the singles. Yeah, and not much I can say about this album, but the singles off this album is "Love Me" featured Mace, "Anywhere" featured Lil Zane, "Love You Like I Did," and "Your Letter." This album was 2-time platinum and went to number 20 on the top 200 Billboard charts. So we at 1999 now, and we got Mace for their first album, 1999, June 15th, 1999. I must say I did not hear his Mace album. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I did not hear Double Up. I'm sorry.
I do not remember Double Up at all. I don't remember it.
It was poorly promoted. That's why.
Yeah, the songs off this album were "Get Ready." Singles, I should say, is "Get Ready" and "All I Ever Wanted." This album went gold, and the highest position was 11 on the top 200 Billboard charts. Then August 24th, 1989, Puff Daddy released "Forever."
Huh.
Did you hear this album in full?
I heard a little bit, but I couldn't listen to the whole thing. It was really bad for me.
I don't remember this album. I do not remember this here. I do not remember I ever heard this album.
Wow.
At all. Yeah. Yeah.
I had a neighbor. He bought the album because he was, Puff's daddy, and then he said, "Oh, that last drum was a monster. Let me get this one." So
yeah.
we heard it on the porch for a little bit, but it wasn't a good one for me.
Yeah,
it's probably one of his worst projects. Go on.
I got a project that was worse than this. I got a project that was
okay. Let's talk about it later.
But that's not in the era we're talking about though. So I'm gonna say here, the project that was worse than this was the MMM project. You remember that project? That was 2015, I think. I think it was around that length. That surprise album he released. That album I did not like from Diddy at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to it, so go on.
I heard it. It wasn't that great.
It was real bad. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. So the single of this album is PE 2000. I don't remember what that song is. Satisfy You. It was him, R. Kelly, and Best Friend. This album went platinum, and the highest on the Billboard chart this album went to was number 2.
Wow, this album actually did good commercially, but it just wasn't a great listen.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy.
About that, yeah.
The hype of the album. That sometimes it's the artist, though. Sometimes the hype of the artist. Because ideally, when you listen to this album, it's just you want to throw it away. So go on.
That's a fact. Yeah. Yeah. I think about it when this album came out. I actually remember when the album came out, though.
You said you did?
I remember when it came out. Yeah, I remember. I just never heard it. I didn't never heard it. But I guess because the singles didn't really get drew me in like
Draw
that.
you in, I got it. Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, because any of these singles except for Satisfied You, I remember. I didn't remember PE 2000 or Best Friend. So
that was when he said Public Enemy #1. He was doing some dancing white in the video.
Oh God, okay.
That stuff was so bad.
Thank you for reminding me that. I'm glad I didn't remember it. Oh God, I'm glad I didn't remember it. So, and the last album that was released on 1989 was the Tory B.I.G. Born Again. How you feel about this album?
To be honest, this was just a cash grab. Because what labels do, they post hummus.
Yeah.
To still try to get the traction of the they know fans is gonna be there, so it's gonna sell regardless.
Yeah.
It's like they're doing with Pop Smoke now, but it's like I just thought about it like it was a cash grab, so I didn't pay no attention to it.
Yeah, and then I remember when this album was released too. I remember when this album was released because I definitely love Notorious, and I liked it Dead Wrong, and then also Who Shot You was on this album too. They added Who Shot You on this album too. But,
Dead Wrong blew up the radio though. I ain't gonna lie.
A man in a song, you had it going on.
That blew up the radio, so I couldn't even get away from that.
Yeah, that was a good
and they had Eminem on it, so
Eminem was added later when they did Biggie duets. Yeah. So the singles of course were Notorious B.I.G. and Dead Wrong. The album went 2-time platinum, and of course this album went #1. So now we have clear big, of course. So now we in the 2000 now. We're in the 2000 era, and our first album. We're gonna talk about the 2000. Honestly, I never heard this album. So I'm gonna be honest. Black Rob Life Story that was released on March 7th, 2000. So I guess he didn't hit his album either at a 4.
I wasn't a big Black Rob fan.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all.
I wasn't either. I wasn't either. So
Woe was the only thing that really caught my attention.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. That was his biggest hit. Singles off his album with Roll and Escapade. I actually remember Escapade, shockingly enough. I remember that song. It went platinum, and the highest on the Billboard went to #3 on the Billboard charts. Now, this next album, I could definitely talk about this next album. Completely talk about this next album. Carl Thomas, Emotional. That was released on April 18th, 2000. Have you heard the album in full?
I heard most of it. I'll tell you that.
Alright, how you feel about this album?
Good piece of work.
Yeah, for me, this was definitely a good piece of work. I agree with you on that, Roddy. I always said this about Carl Thomas. This man is like one of the underrated R&B artists ever. Like this man, I feel like he deserves more credit. I always like the Carl Thomas stuff. I always liked him as an artist. I just wish he would have got more credit and stuff like that. Do you have a favorite song off this album?
Of course, Giving You All My Love, Emotional, I Wish for a Little While, and Summer Rain. I still go in when I hear that.
Yeah. Of course, Emotional, I Wish, I Give You My Love, Summer Rain, Superstar, Lady, Your Body Tonight. And even like the Trouble Won't Last interlude. Stuff like that. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. This album was really dope. I love this album. I still listen to the album to this day. So I'm not even gonna hold you. I still listen to the album to this day. And yeah, Carl Thomas is that dude, man. Carl Thomas is that dude. Singles off this album: Emotional, I Wish, Summer Rain. This album went platinum, and this album highest on the Billboard chart. It went to #9.
Oh wow,
that's impressive. I ain't gonna hold you for R&B album. That's impressive. Alright, next we got Shine, self-titled, September 26, 2000. Have you heard Shine album as a whole?
No, I thought Shine was too rough, and I couldn't get into him as an artist.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the singles.
I mean, during this time, I didn't like Shine during this time. Like I agree with you. What you're saying about Shine. I grew to like Shine years later, though. I grew to like Shine years later, even though I do haven't heard the album in full. All the songs I did hear from Shine, I liked it. I liked the Shine style. And I grew to appreciate Shine a lot more as I got older. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I grew to like Shine a lot more as I got older. So the singles off this album was Bad Boys, of course, That Gangster, and Bonnie and Shine. And the album went platinum, and the highest it went on the Billboard went to number 5. Wow. Also during this time, you know, the whole thing that happened with Diddy and stuff would happen close around the time too.
Yeah, with the whole shooting in the club, and
yeah.
He was out with J-Lo and him.
Yeah. I remember that time. I'm pretty sure you didn't hear the next album, and I didn't either, but I'm still gonna talk about it. Dream. It was all a dream. That was released.
Get that out of here.
January 23rd, 2000. Oh man. I didn't hear this album, but I heard the singles. And I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not about to say. I'm not about to say about Dream. They were definitely a one-hit wonder, and yeah, not really much to say about Dream. I did like the Love You Not. I did like Love You Not though. I'm not gonna hold you.
I love the remix with Black Rob and
Oh yeah.
Loon.
Yeah, they had a they did have a remix. So the singles of the album is I Love You Not, This Is Me, and This Is Me remix. This album went platinum, and it went to number 6 on the Billboard charts. So the next album, which is, you know, I spoke a little about this album earlier, sort of about the artist, but not this album. 112 Part 3. That was released on March 20th, 2001. Have you heard this album?
Nope.
Really? Wow. Well, I did hear this album, and remember what I said earlier that what was I got an album that was 112 favorite album.
Yeah.
This was this album. You know, this album was really fire. 112 stepped up the game on this album for real. Like they became a big deal in this album.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah. And of course the single that came out was really dope too. I mean, of course, the singles we got is Peaches and Queen, Dance With Me, and It's Over Now.
All monster singles.
It was definitely all monster singles for real. I remember I was in junior high school when this song came out, and I remember people in my class were talking about it, and when I heard it, I was like, yo, this is dope. And when we seen that video from Peaches and Cream though, oh my god. 12-year-old Ken. Oh my god. 12-year-old Ken went crazy for the video vixen in the video. Like G Louise, they were baddies.
Yeah, I remember that, boy.
Yeah. That would be video models had natural bodies. Not what they have these days, but that's for another conversation. We're gonna say that for Premier Boys. but yeah, so since the album went platinum, and the highest of the Billboard went to number 2.
Yeah, I love all the singles from this album.
Me too. And this album as a whole was really good too. Like I said earlier, this was one of my favorite 112 albums. This was one of my favorite 112 albums. And so the next album we got is Faithfully. That was released on November 6th, 2001. Have you heard the album in full?
Faithfully? Nah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't want to hear this album at the time. I gotta clear this up. At the time, I didn't want to hear this album in full because I didn't like one single of this album, and that song got really annoying at the time. I want you to know what single I'm talking about.
You Get No Love From Me?
No, not that one.
I Love You?
Yes. I hated that song. That song got so annoying to me. During this time. I love it now, but during this time, that song was so annoying because we heard it everywhere. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, jeez. Like, oh my God, this song. But of course, later, I grew to appreciate the song, and I heard this album before. This is really a good album. I don't know. I was tripping back in the day about that song. I was tripping back in the day, but I love this album. This was a really good album, and this is one of the albums I learned to appreciate years later. So, yeah, favorite album, faithfully. This is a good album. The singles of this album was "Can't Believe" with Carl Thomas. You'll Get No Love with Diddy and Loon, because they had a remix with Diddy and Loon. I Love You, Burn It Up. Man, I love that song, Burn It Up. That was my favorite song off this album. And
Burning Up, right? I like the lyrics of Burn It Up.
And Burn It Up for real. I'm upset that you cannot find that remix nowhere.
It should be on Apple Music.
Apple Music. I try to find it on Spotify. I cannot find that song nowhere.
Spotify be missing a lot.
They do. No, they do. They got the other remix though. They got the other remix of Burn Up, like the regular remix. But that's the remix, like the Burn It Up, with a freeway. They don't got that remix. I've been trying to find that remix for the longest. And I also got Alone in This World as another single. I don't think I remember that song. This album went platinum and went to number 14 on the Billboard charts.
Alone in This World, I heard it because during the time I used to get those Hot 97 CDs.
Oh yeah.
And that was one of the tracks on there. And those Hot 97 CDs didn't have everything on the radio. It was just a lot of
that's a fact. Yeah,
bonus stuff they put up there too.
Yeah, that's a fact. I used to get a lot of the Hot 97 CD too. At the time I was a big CD collector, so I used to buy real CDs and buy the mixtape like Hot 97. A lot of the R&B's mixtapes too, from DJ Mr. Famous, the famous Flavor Radio. Shout to him and stuff like that. So yeah, I used to get a lot of those. So I used to listen to a lot of music. So yeah. All right. So next we got is G Dep, Child of the Ghetto, November 20th, 2001. Have you heard this album in full?
Definitely didn't.
I didn't either. I heard some song off this album, but I didn't hear this album in full. Of course, Special Delivery was the only single off this album. Let's just make sure. I feel like he had another single off this album, but yeah, let's get it in Special Delivery. And not really much to talk about this album. It didn't go platinum or nothing. And on the Billboard, it went to 106 on the Billboard charts. Gee Louise, that's bad.
Dang, I thought that Let's Get It would have at least brought it up a lot.
Yeah, gee Louise.
But damn, that was bad. I'm sorry.
Real bad. So that carry on. But the next album I did actually get, Puff Daddy and the Family reinvented the remix. That was May 14th, 2002. Which this was like basically a birthday present for me. And how you feel about this album? Have you heard this remix album?
I just know about the singles. I didn't really know. I heard some of it, yeah. Because most of the singles was all over the radio.
It really was. I had the album, so I pretty much know about a lot of the singles. And this was a really good remix album, though. I liked it every single. Like, my favorite songs were, of course, Special Delivery. Of course, I did Go Part 1 and 2, of course. Foolish was on this album. Dance With Me with Benny Siegel with Ludacris. Peaches and Cream remix. It was a 2-in-1 remix. No One Drama had a remix. Yeah, this remix album was really fire, yo. I love this remix album, yo. I wish I could.
Why wasn't Peaches and Cream remix wasn't on this one?
It was together. Peaches and Cream and Dance With Me was together. It was like a Dance With Me first was Dance With Me with Beanie Siegel, then switch to Peaches and Cream with Ludacris.
But Peaches and Cream has so much people on it.
Yeah, no, but this remix only had Ludacris.
I know Puff had a verse. I know Luda had a verse.
Yeah, Puff had one.
I think Petey Pablo had a verse.
Yeah, he did. He did have a verse.
Those were on the Hot 97 CDs that I had.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, but this album as a whole is really good. I enjoyed this remix album for real. The singles of this remix album was I Need to Go Up Part 1 and 2, and Special Delivery Remix. I'm shocked that Unfoolish wasn't a lead single, cause that song was played on the radio a lot. But maybe that was on her album though. Maybe that was on her album. I think that song was also on her album as well. So this album went platinum and it went to number 1. Next, we got probably one of my favorite soundtrack albums ever, Bad Boy 2, the soundtrack. That was released on July 15th, 2003. Have you heard Bad Boys 2's soundtrack?
I've heard it recently. I haven't heard it. I heard more recently than I did during the time. So yeah. Most of the songs were kind of dope.
It was, yeah. I remember hearing this album. I was going to a family reunion, I believe down south, and my cousin, one of my big cousins, she had his album, and I heard his album. I was like, "Yo, this album was fire." I enjoyed every song on this album. They did a good job with this album. I ain't gonna hold you. Bad Boy were killing it during the time.
Yes, they were.
Bad Boy were killing it during the time. I can say this is probably one of my favorite soundtrack albums, movie soundtrack album ever. This is definitely up there. Do you have favorite
one? They had the realist.
Yeah. The realist. Yep. Yeah, they had that song. They have Flip Side, Shake a Tail Feather, La 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 remix, Show Me Your Soul. Yeah, this was pretty Foxy song. Foxy features Mario Winans on his album.
Wow.
Justin Timberlake had a song on this album. This was a really good album. I really enjoyed the soundtrack album. Singles on this album was La La La, Excuse Me Miss remix, Shake Your Tail Feather, and Show Me Your Soul.
Mm-hmm.
I shocked the realest was a single, because that song was played on the radio crazy.
Facts.
Even the band had a song off this soundtrack.
I remember because even when I rewatch Making the Band, it was actually recorded that.
Yeah. This soundtrack went 2-time platinum, and it went number 1 on the Billboard chart. And we got a special announcement. Next episode, we are going to do movie soundtracks. So get ready for that, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yep, movie soundtrack will be the next episode of the Old School Show. So get ready for that. Speaking of the band, they next. As you know, the band was put together on Making the Band Season 2 when Diddy took over, and they came up with an album called Too Hot for TV. They came out on September 30th, 2003. Did you hear this album in full?
No.
Yeah,
I didn't hear the album in full.
I didn't hear this album in full either. I felt like I wanted to hear it in full, but I never got a chance to hear it in full. But the singles of this album were Bad Boy This, Bad Boy That, and Tonight. The album went gold, and the highest it went to was number 2. Good job, the band.
I love Tonight.
Me too. Tonight. Me too.
I don't know. I don't like Bad Boy This, Bad Boy That like that.
Yeah, it was alright. It was Bad Boy. I agree. Bad Boy This was okay, but I agree with Tonight. Tonight was a fire song though. I agree with that song for real. Next album we got is Loon, self-titled. That was released on October 21st, 2003. Have you heard this album?
Nope.
I did. I actually brought this album actually.
Oh wow!
I brought this out. Yeah, I don't know why I brought it, but I brought this album. And I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of like Loon at the time. Loon was actually pretty dope to me about the time. So I like, you know what? Everybody's album. This album was okay. It wasn't the greatest album. I mean, I like certain songs on the album, of course. Down for Me, Mario Viners, How You Want That with Khalees. He got a redo song with Aaron Hall. The things I like, you know, the things you do. You know, I like things you do to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He got a redo song over that, and the song called "Can't Talk to Her" with Diddy and Joe Hook. Yeah, I mean, certain songs on this album. You know, I like to do it at time. Now I went and listen to this album now, but during this time, this album was cool. The singles off this album was "How You Want That" and "Down for Me." This album did not have no chart status, as in terms of no platinum or gold or nothing.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know. And the highest it went to was number 6 on the Billboard.
To number 6?
Yeah, I mean, at least that's good. It just didn't go platinum or nothing.
Yeah.
Next we got 112, Hot and Wet. That was released on November 18th, 2003. Did you hear this album?
Nah.
My sisters had this album, so I heard this album. This wasn't my favorite. This wasn't my favorite 112 album at all. This was actually pretty bad, actually. Of course, certain songs I like on this album, but as a whole, this album was not great. They
didn't really chart that much with this one, did they?
Nah, not really. Singles on this album is "Na Na Na" with Supercat, "Hot and Wet" with Ludacris, "Right Here for You" and "Give It to Me."
Yeah, I like the "Hot and Wet." That's it.
Yeah, "Hot and Wet" was cool. Right Here for You was cool. But this album don't have no platinum or gold status. So yeah, so that says a lot. That says a lot. And this album went to number 22 on the Billboard charts. So yeah. So now we're gonna talk about my guy again, Carl Thomas. Let's talk about it. That was released on March 23rd, 2004. I talked about this album recently on a conversation about music.
Oh, really?
It was one of my favorite albums ever listened to. I love this album. Have you heard this album in full?
Not in full, but I love "Make It Alright."
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you. This was a really good album. Like I said about Carl Thomas, I wish this album got more credit, but this was a really good album. A really good R&B album. I love all the songs. I love every song off this album. You know, it was a really good album. Carl Thomas, that guy. I did wish he got more credit, man. That's it. You know, like, yeah. Songs I like off this album with "Anything," "My First Love," "She Is" with LL Cool J, "Make It Alright," "Rebound," "Rebound," and "Let Me Know," and "Work It Out."
Oh wow.
Yeah, fun fact: the title for this album originally was supposed to be called "Rebound" originally, but they changed it.
Damn.
Yeah. Singles on this
and
album.
Honestly,
oh yeah, cool. What did y'all say, Roddy?
We wrote a song called "Rebound."
That's a fact.
And I did not listen to the song before I thought about "Rebound."
I mean, I heard the song while we made the song, but it wasn't nothing like how the song we made though at all.
And it wasn't inspiring to "Rebound"
at all. This song, Carl Thomas version of "Rebound" was really sad. It was really sad though, son. It was really sad.
So anybody who find the song is not related.
Yeah.
It wasn't even inspired.
Yeah. But as a whole, the album was fire. I like this album. A really dope R&B album that I wish got more credit. Singles on this album was "She Is" with LL Cool J, "Make It Alright," "My First Love." This album went gold, and the highest it was on the Billboard was number 4, which is pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you. Another album that I got from Bad Boys during this time was Marion Winans' "Hurt No More." That was released on April 20th, 2004. I actually brought this album too. I brought this album as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Everybody think this is Marion Winans' first album. This is actually his second album. I didn't know that. I always thought this was the first. But yeah, did you hear this album in full, Roddy?
Nope.
So I heard this album in full. This is an okay album. I didn't do it this time. I love this album during this time, but now it's just an okay album now. You know, songs I like on this album was "You Knew" with Slim from 112. Of course, "I Don't Want to Know," "Never Really Was." "Pretty Girl BS" with Foxy Brown. This the Dick I Get with Black Rob. And he had a song with Luna, or "How I Made It with Luna." So this album was alright. No, this album was alright. Single of the album was "I Don't Want to Know" and "Never Really Was." The album with Gold, and it Billboard at number 2 on the Billboard charts. How even number 2 on the Billboard charts?
I remember when "I Don't Want to Know" was going crazy.
Yeah, facts, yo. So the next couple albums, yeah, open, cut your body.
Yeah, I was like, I remember like the thing about during these times we had the influence of 106 and Park too. So a lot of these songs were like massive because of the help of 106. Don't want to know.
Yeah, I agree. So the next couple albums, I'm pretty sure we both did listen to it. So we're just gonna run through it. April MJG, "Living Legends," that was released on May 11th, 2004.
Get that out of here.
Single of this album was "You Don't Want Drama," "Straight Cali Pippin," "Forever." I actually like those 2 singles. "You Don't Want Drama" or "Forever" and "Forever." The album with Gold, and it went to number 3 on the Billboard charts. Next, we're gonna talk about the next album. Mace, "Welcome Back," which I did not know that I was on Bad Boys. Was released on August 24th, 2004. Have you heard this album, "Welcome Back"?
I actually heard it and I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like it.
I brought this album as well. During this time, I like it during this time. It didn't really age too well for me now. Yeah, it didn't age too well for me now. But I liked it. "Welcome Back." I liked it.
Fun fact.
Free shake. Free stretch shake. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's a fun fact. I bought this album and LL Cool J, the album with the head sprung on the same day.
Yo, me too. Not the same day. Not the same day, but I did the same week. I brought both of the albums too.
Cause I knew they dropped it around the same day and time.
They did. Cause I got the album. I got both of the albums too. I literally brought both albums too. Literally.
So I went to my local bootleg guy and he had them both sitting there, and I took both of them that day.
Funny, I brought both of them at my local regular album store that where I buy albums, and I got both the albums. So yeah, and that was a good. I mean, like I said, May's album was cool during its time, but I felt like it didn't age too well now. You know, in my opinion, it didn't age too well now. But singles off this album was "Welcome Back," which I love. I love "Welcome Back." I love that song. And "Breathe, Stretch, Shake," album with Gold, highest in the Billboard charts, was number 4.
I didn't like "Breathe, Stretch, Shake."
It was catchy. I mean, I loved it at the time, but it's weird listening to it now.
It's pretty cheesy though, man.
Yeah, very very cheesy. Yeah, very cheesy. I see why he went to Murder Mace after. I see why he turned to Murder Mace after. Next we got New Edition, "One Love." Oh gosh. I'm not gonna hold you. Them getting signed to Bad Boy messed up their legacy, in my opinion. I feel like this was something that they should never done, in my opinion.
It wasn't a great move on their part, and they definitely admitted that it wasn't a great move in the interviews.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't a great move. Bobby wasn't even with them. Bobby was like, nah, I'm good. Bobby was like, nah, I'm good. Like, all that. Only single they came out with off the album was Hot Tonight. And went gold. The highest bill rate went to it, number 12. Let's just carry on. Next album we got is Boys in the Hood. That was released on June 21st, 2005. I didn't listen to the full album. I'm gonna be honest. I did not listen to the full album.
Me neither.
I do know the singles, Them Boys and Felonies. Went to number 5. No gold or platinum status. I see why Young Jeezy was solo. Let's carry on. Next we got B5. Self-titled, July 19th, 2005. Did you listen? No, you didn't listen to the album, right?
Not the album, no.
B5.
No.
Okay, me either. Single or I Do, which is a Michael Jackson 5 cover, not Troop cover. The Jackson 5 cover. The Jackson 5 created the original. You gotta make that click. Everybody Troop created the original of Or I Do, I Think of You. But with Jackson 5, we had to let them know. And you got me. Chart position went to number 19. The album did not go no gold or platinum or nothing.
Damn.
Yeah. Next we got Black Rob. The Black Rob report that was released on July 19th, 2005. I didn't listen to this album, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I didn't either.
Singles they had on this album was Ready. It went Billboard chart went to number 40. Didn't go platinum or gold at all.
This was a terrible.
This was a terrible couple of years for Bad Boy. They gonna hold you, but I think things about to get picked up now. So of course they got the Biggie duets, the final chapter. They came out December 20th, 2005. Have you heard this album, Biggie duets?
I've heard it.
What do you think about it?
It was just another cash grab to get people who wanted to collaborate with Biggie, and had a chance to do it. And they brought out that Nasty Girl remix with Nelly.
Yeah. I heard this album in full. I mean, even though it was a cash grab, I agree with you on that, Roddy. But I actually enjoyed it. I'm not gonna hold you. I actually enjoyed this album. I mean, I liked the collab. I liked the collabs that came with the album and stuff like that. I felt like it was a good tribute album for Biggie, in my opinion. I felt like it was a good tribute album for Biggie.
I didn't see it that way, but each time.
Yeah.
I just thought they wanted to just bring out an album just because, but it is what it is.
But that could be it too, but yeah. Singles on this album with Nancy Girl and Spit Your Game. My favorite song on this album was Nancy Girl, Spit Your Game, Living the Life, and something else. It was him and Jay had a song on here, and I think that was it. I think that's it. It was another song too. Oh, 1970 something. There you go.
I didn't check out this album. Maybe I should just give it a listen, just because it's Biggie.
It's pretty solid. Album went platinum. The highest it went to number 3. Next we got Young Jock, New Jack City, June 6th, 2006. Have you heard this album in full?
Definitely did not.
I didn't either, but the singles on this album was It Going Down, You Know, You See It, and First Time featuring your boy Marcus Houston. This album went platinum and went to number 3. Next we got Cassie self-titled, August 8th, 2006. I heard this album later in life. This album was actually pretty cool on Cassie album. Have you heard Cassie album? Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I liked it.
I didn't like Cassie enough to listen to the album. Sorry.
I mean, I liked the Cassie because she was a baddie. so that gave me enough reason to listen to check her out. And I liked it. And I liked it. Um, Singles on this album with Me and You and A Long Way to Go. This album went platinum and highest on the Billboard, went to number 4 on the Billboard charts. Then we got Danny Kane, self-titled, that was released on August 22nd, 2006. As you know, they was put together on season 3 of Making the Band on MTV. I heard this album and I didn't like the first album like that for me. I wasn't a fan of the first album. I'm gonna be honest with you. What about you, Roddy?
I mean, I heard it, but me and girl groups, nah. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a fan of this album. I'm gonna be honest with you. Singles album Showstopper and Ride for You. This album went 2-time platinum and it went to number 1. So next album we got is Diddy, Press Play. That was released on October 17th, 2006. Did you hear Press Play?
Of course.
What do you think about Press Play?
The singles drew me in, but the album itself was kind of okay. I actually did. This was around the time that they had that big iPod and you could download stuff from iTunes.
Oh yeah.
So I remember just downloading this and a couple of albums that year onto my iPod.
Yeah,
so
I definitely brought this album. I got this album actually. This was I enjoyed Press Play. This was a pretty good album. I ran this album to the ground actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I enjoyed this album. I'm not gonna lie.
That's great.
Yeah. Songs I like on this album, of course, Tell Me with Christina Aguilera. Diddy Rock with Shauna, Trista, and Timberland. A Special Feeling with Mika Leva. Through the Pain. Last Night. Definitely Last Night was of course. And the Him and Brandy track. What was the song? Him and Brandy. They got a song together. I forgot what it's called. Thought You Said and After Love with Curry Hilson.
Yeah, After Love was kind of dope too.
Yeah, that was a dope song. Singles off this album was Come to Me, Tell Me, Last Night, Through the Pain, and Diddy Rock.
I love Come to Me.
Yeah, Come to Me. Yeah, I mean, Come to Me was cool. Come to Me was cool. This album went gold, and it peaked at number 1.
Wow.
Yeah. Next we got Diddy. We got Notorious B.I.G. Greatest Hits. March 6, 2007. A single with Running Your Mouth. This is with platinum with number 1. This might be the class graph, Roddy. So I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, that was any greatest. Remember what Stan said?
Yeah.
Once you put the greatest hits, it's a cash grab.
Yeah, if you want to know what we're talking about, listen to the Premier Boy podcast. Season 4, January 24th. Next we got 8-Ball MJG Ride It High that was released on March 13th, 2007. I'm not even gonna ask you the question because I didn't think I know the answer because I didn't either. Singles, Relax and Take Notes, Cruising, Clap On. Highest on the Billboard is number 8 on the Billboard charts. Didn't go gold to platinum, like Carry On. Next is Young Jock's second album, Stugsonomics, Hustleonomics, which was release date was August 28th, 2007. The singles were Coffee Shop, Bottle Poppin', Bottle Poppin'. I'm a G, getting to the money, and Brand New. Did you hear this album? Or you just heard the singles? I heard the singles. I heard a couple of singles. I mean, Bottle Poppin' been playing in the club for like a while, for a minute. Song with highest peak was number 3. It did not get no gold or Billboard or no gold or platinum status.
Damn.
Yeah. I think Bad Boy started going down the drain after this because I look at this and like B5 second album, Don't Talk Just Listen, released on September 11th, 2007. Singles, Hydraulic in My Bed. Billboard chart number 27. No gold and platinum status. Gorilla Zoe, Welcome to the Zoo. September 25th, 2007. Singles was Hood Figures, Jukebox, which both singles are cool. Billboard charts, highest with number 18. No gold or platinum status. Bad Boy started doing bad during this time. Really bad during this time.
And they need a savior at this time.
Yeah. Also, let's keep going. Boys in the Hood second album. Back up in the Chevy. I didn't know they had a second album. October 2nd, 2007. Singles, Everybody Know Me. Table Dance to Paper. Highest on the Billboard, 51. No gold or platinum status. Sherry did this long-awaited album. And Out of Love. February 28th, 2008. Singles, I Love You, which was out for a very long time until they added Jim Jones on it. Portrait of Love and Pretend. I didn't know she had two other singles. Highest on the Billboard, 74. No gold or platinum status. Dang, Bad Boy, y'all need help, son. What the heezy?
At that point, they needed help, yeah.
Yeah. But they got saved. They got saved during this time now. Danny Kane, Welcome to the Dollhouse, the second album that was released on March 18th, 2008. I heard this album, man. This I actually like this album from Danny Kane. This was a really good album from them. From Danny Kane. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Singles on this album was Damaged and Bad Girls. The album went platinum and it went to number 1. The A26 first album, self-titled, was released on March 25th, 2008. How you feel about this album? Do you listen to this album?
Yeah. I had the album. This one was okay. It wasn't my personal favorite. This is the first Day 26 album, right?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't my personal favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this album. I agree. This wasn't my favorite either. But I like songs off this album, though. So the singles off this album was Got Me Going and Since You Been Gone. This album went to number 1. But the album did not go platinum or nothing. And I remember Diddy was upset about that. That the album went to...
It didn't go platinum?
Nah, it didn't go platinum, but the album went to number 1. I remember Diddy was upset about that. He was really upset about that. Next, we got Elephant Man. Album called Let Get Physical.
Don't even ask me about that.
I mean, April 8th, 2008. Single of this album called 5-0 and Jump. I heard 5-0. I like the 5-0. I like the 5-0. This album did not even get charted or no platinum or gold status. Damn. Ooh, she Louise. Next, we got Danny Klein. Just a Rolling Stone. September 2nd, 2008. Single, Take You There. I didn't hear the single. I didn't hear that full album. But, yeah. This album went to number 19 on the Billboard charts. It did not go gold or platinum. Things is bad for Bad Boys. Gorilla Zoe, Don't Feed the Animal, March 17, 2009. Lost, What Is It? Single, Echo, I Got It. Number 8 on the Billboard charts, did not go gold platinum.
The fuck? Oh.
The A26, Forever and a Day. April 14th, 2009. How you feel about this album now?
Man! This album was really eye-opener for me. I loved it.
Yeah.
I had went to the store, Best Buy and 14th Street and bought it. And I remember I'ma put it on her.
Yeah.
I like Stadium Music, Bipolar, So Good, Girlfriend, Need That, Your Heels. Even though my sister used to play Your Heels a lot, but I don't know this now.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I love this album, man. They did a thing on this album. I brought this whole album on iTunes, so I had every song off this album on iTunes, and I love a lot. I love almost every song on this album. My favorite is I'm gonna put on her, Just Get Started, Stadium Music, Bipolar, Perfectly Blind, So Good, Girlfriend, Baby Maker, I Need That. Then there's You and Your Heels as well. And Truth is a Lie. This album, I love this album, man. The album was really dope. Shout out to Day 26 for this amazing album. Singles was I'm gonna put on her and Stadium Music. The album went to number 2. It did not go to platinum.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. And the last album that we're gonna talk about is Diddy, Dirty Money, Last Train to Paris. Have you heard this album?
I have not heard the whole thing, but because he put out so many singles, I felt like I did.
Yeah, and I heard Last Train to Paris, and I remember when he would make it the earlier cuts. We were just him. It wasn't no Dirty Money. It was just him. And I was looking forward to the earlier cut, but I guess it didn't work out. So he added Dawn and Kalina to this project, and it just changed the whole vibe. And for the most part, I enjoyed this album for the most part. No, this was a pretty cool album. There's a lot of songs I did like on this album. Yeah, I like the Last Train to Paris.
The album cuts, you liked them too?
Not all the songs, not all the album cuts. I mean, album cuts, yeah, I did. I didn't like all the singles he put out though, like that.
I wasn't a fan of Come Home.
Me either.
And Angels, I was not a fan of those two.
No. I like the Angels. I didn't like the Coming Home though. Coming Home, I did not like Coming Home at all. I hated that song.
Because the Angels, he sampled Jay for his
yeah.
Where We From, and I felt like I felt the way.
Yeah, but songs I like off this album was let's see, Looking for Love with Usher. I liked the Yesterday with Chris Brown. I liked the Angel. I liked the Your Love with Trey Songz. I like the Strobe Lights with Lil Wayne. Hello, Good Morning, of course. I Know with Chris Brown, 7, and Wiz Khalifa. Love You No More with Drake. And Shays, Justin Timberlake, Bilal, Lil Wayne, James Forte. Yeah. And
Dirty Money. Like when he made that album, it said The Last Train to Paris. I really thought that was gonna be his last album that he was gonna come out with, but little do we know here in 2020 we're talking about another album.
That's a fact,
and
yeah.
At this point we don't think this is gonna be his last album.
Nope, I nope. I mean, clearly he came up with Love, and he reunited with Dirty Money on the Love album too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, which is a cool song too. The singles off this album was Angels with Rick Ross, Hello Good Morning with Nicki Minaj and T.I.
Angels had Biggie too.
Oh yeah, and Biggie. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, thanks, buddy. And Biggie. You're right. Love You No More with Drake. Coming Home. Your Love with Trey Songz. And Ass on the Floor with Switch Beats. They had a lot of singles on this album though. I ain't gonna hold you. Had a lot of singles on this album. The highest peak on this album went to number 7. And it did not go to platinum. Wow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And do we got any other facts we're gonna talk about, Roddy? When it comes to Bad Boy?
I got a couple of facts.
Yeah, knock it out right now, bro. Knock it out.
All right. Mace had made a diss track for P Diddy last year for the Oracle.
Yeah.
Who?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he was basically just going hard at him, and Diddy didn't reply. I feel like I was surprised that French Montana left the label.
Me too. I'm shocked.
And he was basically getting his popular songs off of mostly features. So
yeah,
I personally didn't really feel French Montana as an artist, but Mark Curry coming at him for giving back the publishing.
Yeah.
Mark Curry never had an album.
It's crazy because when I would read the list, he was not mentioned on the roster.
He never had an album, but he was on Bad Boy for Life.
Yeah, he was.
And he did ghostwrite for Puff.
Okay.
Kelly Price was a background vocalist, but when she realized she couldn't come to the forefront, she had left and did Friend of Mine somewhere else.
Yeah, cause remember she was a part of the Hitmakers we mentioned earlier. She was one of the Hitmakers.
Yeah, but after I watched what was it, TV One, Unsung?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She said in the Unsung that it was unfair that she was doing the only background vocals for all these years, and Puff feel like her weight wasn't a good image for her to put out at the time.
Yeah, that's messed up.
So she didn't want to feel like she was just in the background being number two.
Yeah.
Just coming in and doing background vocals and never being seen, because she's all over More Money, More Problems.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
And that's one of the notable songs that she's all over. So that's all the facts I got.
Yeah, I got a few. Like you just mentioned, Puff did give almost every artist back their publisher, and I know Aubrey was on an interview recently, and she said she had some things about it. She said in that something about they had to sign an NDA or something. I gotta pull up the interview or everything that she said. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I didn't know that she didn't like that. She didn't like it because she felt like it was genuine. I guess you could say. Let me ask you something. Right? Do you feel like it was genuine what he did?
No, because why did you do it after all this damn time?
Yeah.
Like between me and you, now they're talking about like day 26. Some of these songs are like 25 to 30 years, and people like Mace was asking for his publishing years ago.
Yeah, that's a fact. And it's messed up that he gave it back to them when it's not even useful anymore. It's pretty much useless now, which was really
except for certain people.
Cause I heard not everybody got it back. I heard there's certain artists. I heard it was Diddy King, Mace, Faith, The Locks, somebody else.
The Biggie Estate.
Biggie Estate. I feel like it was somebody else. But it wasn't a lot of artists though. It was a lot.
So 112 and them didn't get. 112 got it back to, right?
Let me. I gotta check. I gotta check that. So the artist that got it back was Biggie Estate, 112, The Locks, Faith Evan, and others among artists that got their publisher. They didn't say everybody who got it back, but they just listed a few people that did.
Okay.
So yeah, but
we gotta say the Bad Boy phrases. Can't stop, won't stop. I told you it was never gonna stop.
Yeah.
Bad Boy, come out and play.
Yeah.
What's another one?
I gotta think. But you know what? We ain't gonna leave yet. Hold on, we ain't gonna leave yet. Let's name some of Diddy's accomplishments real quick. So Diddy had won 3 Grammys, 2 VMAs. It is the producer of MTV Making a Band. 1988, he founded the clothing line Sean John. He was nominated for Council of Fashion Designs of America Awards for the Men's Warehouse Design of the Year 2000 and won in 2004. He had been a brand ambassador of Ciroc since 2007 and co-founder network and web and news website Revoke in 2013. In 2002, Forbes estimated his net worth at $1 billion.
Wow.
Also, continue, Roddy.
He was the recipient of a couple of awards these past few years.
Yeah, let's get into that real quick. So, he won an NAACP awards for Raising in the Sun for outstanding actor, and was nominated in 2011 for Best Group Dirty Money. He is 3-time BET Award winner, and was nominated 9 times. He was nominated 2 times for BET Hip Hop Awards and nominated a lot of times for Hustle of the Year, stuff like that. He was nominated for MTV Europe Awards multiple times but never won it. And like I said, he had 3-time Grammy winner. And he was on the Rolling Stone Hip 50 Greatest Album of All Time list for Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die, which was ranked 134. But Mary J. Blige's My Life, 287.
Wow.
And 474 for Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. And also, let's talk about his work with Mary. How do you feel about his work with Mary?
It was nice. Like he did Mary's My Life album at Force of 411, right? Yeah. Those albums was like real R&B.
It was, man. Amazing album. I think it was another album he did with her. Was it the Life and Love and Life? He did as well.
Oh, really?
Remember the song with him and Method Man? Yeah. Stuff like that. And don't forget, he also worked with Usher in the early days too.
Oh yeah, Usher first album.
First album, yeah. Stuff like that. And don't forget, he also worked with Jodeci. With the first album Coming to Me with the remix, the first remix. He did his first remix. Coming to Me remix. I ain't gonna hold you, even though Diddy did a lot of messed up things over the years. He helped a lot of artists out though. You can't really lie about that.
Nah, you gotta understand that.
Yeah.
He gives people a chance, but if you don't show your worth, he try to take it away from you as well. Because he definitely did drop a lot of people then.
Yeah, he really did though. He really did though. And and so I look at the list. The production he did. He did Jodeci, Forever My Lady for Come and Talk to Me. He worked on Mary J. Blige with the 411 album. He did 4 songs off of TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool. He did Mary J. Blige My Life as well. Let's see what else. Other than his Bad Boy artists, he did 1 song off of Boyz II Men Evolution album. He did 1 song off KRS One album. He did 1 song off of Busta Rhymes. When Disaster Strikes, he did 2 songs off of Mariah Carey's Butterfly album, which was Honey and Breakdown.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Of course, he did 1 song off of J-Lo album on the 6th, because of course he was dating her at one point.
On
He
the
did one
6th.
song. Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah. And also he did another album for J Lo. J Lo, the album called J Lo. He did 4 songs. He produced one song off that album. Yeah, but that's it for today's episode of the Old School Show. Thank you for everybody that's check out this episode. We got more Old School Show episode coming, season 3. You ain't know, bro. Thank you for always doing this with me, bro.
You already know, man.
And tell them where they can find you and stuff like that.
Alright, you can find me on IG at Roddy. That's the word star.time, RODDY. Make sure you like and subscribe on all streaming platforms. Star Time season 2 coming real soon. But yeah,
there you go. And thank y'all for tuning in to the latest episode of Old School Show, part of Spinoff Series Thursdays, and we'll be right back. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman. Now, I am the host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, and this commercial break is brought to you by MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spinoff Series Thursdays. And Spinoff Series Thursday is the new home for MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Spinoff Series that brought to you shows like A Conversation About Music Podcast, The Old School Show, and Date Night Talk Podcast. And A Conversation About Music Podcast is a music spin-off series where we talk about anything music, from the current music scene and the old school music scene, where we interview many guests that's in the music industry and artists about their music journey. We have a segment game called The Face Off, which is a versus inspired game. And we have roundtable discussion about variety of music topics. And y'all can check out A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Every first Thursday at 12 a.m. Now, the Old School Show that featured myself and the star Roddy is a show where we discuss anything old school, from music, TV shows, movies, and many more. We also bring in guests to join in on the old school conversation. Y'all can check out the Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. Every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And last but not least, we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B, where we talk about anything relationship related topics like love, dating, relationships, cheating, the good and the bad, and many more. And y'all can check out this spin-off series, Date Night Talk Podcast, every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. So look out for MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Spin-Up Series Thursday, A Conversation About Music Podcast every first Thursday. The Old School Show with myself and the star Roddy every fourth Thursdays, and Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursdays. And y'all can check out MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays for the main series and every Thursday for spin-off series Thursdays. And thank y'all for checking out this commercial break. And now back to your regularly scheduled program. True! I just want to take the time to thank everybody for checking out this special Sunday episode of MrGentleman Like That Pocket Presents, the old school show. Thank you to my co-host, the bro, Star Rider Rod, as always, man. It's always fun doing the show with you, and we got more episodes coming up. And don't worry, y'all, we got another old school show episode on this regularly scheduled program this Thursday at 12 p.m. So look out for that. And y'all already know where I'm at every Sundays for the main series, every Thursdays for Spinoff series Thursdays, where we had shows like The Conversation About Music podcast every first Thursday at 12 p.m. Date Night Talk podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursday at 12 p.m. And the old school show with myself and the Star Rider Rod every fourth Thursday. You can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Good Pods, and many more. Y'all can rate the show 5-star rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Good Pods, and Podchasers. The more y'all rate the show, the more people know about MrGentleman Like That Podcast. You can also check me out on the Premier Boys Podcast with myself, Aaron Keto Sands, the Star Rider Rod, and Long Live the Chief, Mighty Mal, every Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Season 4, January 24th, 2024. And look out for a new season of the Premier Boys Podcast. You can also check out other shows from the Premier Podverse. King Talk with Aaron Sands, hosted by Aaron King Talk Sands, every Friday at 12 p.m. Star Time podcast hosted by the Star Rider Rod every Mondays at 12 p.m. New season coming this fall. And Long Live the Chief Mighty Mouse Show, the Trilogy podcast, coming soon. So support every show from the Premier Podverse. If you want to be a guest on the main series of MrGentleman Like That Podcast, or any of the spin-off series Thursday shows, you can send me a bio about yourself and everything that has to do to my email, kenYPGENT@gmail.com, or hit me up on social media, Ken_MrGentleman. I repeat, Ken, KEN _Mr. MR Gentleman, GENTLEMAN, and we can set something up. Also, add me on Good Pods, Ken MrGentleman. Y'all already know Good Pod catered to many independent podcasters. You can listen to each other's shows. You can see where everybody listens to, and we have the charts. And at this time, it's time for MrGentleman Like That Achievements, where we spotlight everything MrGentleman Like That Podcast is doing. And for the top 100 shows, MrGentleman Like That Podcast number 6 on the normal charts, and we are number 4 on the indie charts. For Society and Culture, we got back up to number 1 for Society and Culture. This will be our 24th time being number 1 for Society and Culture on Good Pod. So just want to say thank you for everybody that continue to listen and make MrGentleman Like That Podcast grow. And yeah, thank you. It really means a lot. And yeah, top 100 episodes. On the number chart, we're at number 5. On the indie chart, we're at number 7 for Date Night Talk episode 7, Dating Abs. So once again, thank y'all for everybody that continue to listen, share, rate, tell a friend, and everything, man. You already know it really means a lot. And thank you for helping the show grow. And I'll do this for y'all and do this to help others and have fun conversation, because that's what it's all about. Y'all already know this is not always about charts, but it feels good to accomplish something, So I'm gonna give a little tip here, like, it's okay to celebrate your wins, whether it is big or small. And it's okay to set a goal, it's okay to set a goal. Along everything that you're doing and genuine, just make sure that goal do not take over you to the point that it burns you out or to stress you out. Do not let that be the focus. Focus on the goal for your show, and focus on the brand, and focus on everything positive. So I just want to see that little tip right there. And yeah. Also support the official Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast website, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com. Y'all can listen to every episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Y'all can watch every video of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast, from all the audio episodes, Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast TV, the Mr. Gentleman Facts Quote of the Day, and many more. Y'all can check out every guest profile who's been on the show so far. All 62 guests that came on with the Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Y'all can check out every guest appearance that I've been on, from the Things About Us with Roddy Fiona, Gasm with Kendra, and Opinionated Lashes with Jessica, Sonia, and Dawn Marie. Y'all can check that out right now. Also, y'all can buy the official Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast merch at tpublic.com or through the website. Just search Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast store on TeePublic, and you can get your merch right there. New merch is coming soon. That's another way to support the show, by buying merch. And if you don't want to buy merch, support the show by listening, sharing, reviewing, get me on the charts, tell a friend. Y'all already know any support is good support for me, and that's what matters. It's just to make the show continue to grow. So check out the website, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com. And just want to say thank y'all for tuning into this latest episode of Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast Presents Old School Show. Another Old School Show episode dropping on its normal schedule this Thursday at 12 p.m. And season 7 will officially return next Sunday at 12 p.m. No more delays. No more plan change. No more. We're going to go back to regular schedule program in October. Have a good day or night wherever you're listening to this episode.
This is Pam Dialal, and you're now listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.